Hello, my name is Camila. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about traveling, learning English, studying abroad. You know, I've been traveling and you always need money to travel, so I decided to stop for a while here in Chile and work, save some money to keep on traveling. And I started working in a hotel, which was great because I could talk in English most of the time. I could deal with lots of tourists and people from abroad, but I was also able to see the sad truth about Chile, and that is people getting robbed every single day. With robbed, I don't mean like, hey, give me your belongings with a gun. No, but I mean like a con or people getting cheated and things like that. But seriously, every single day I will receive people in the hotel telling me this story. It's something that makes me so frustrated. And if you also that are watching this work in something related to tourism, where you do your best for people to like your country, for people to have a wonderful stay in your country, and then you see these stories, these terrific stories that seems like a horror movie, and you just want, like, yeah, you get super frustrated, you know, because one bad guy can simply ruin the whole stay of somebody, you know, and just turn his trip into a nightmare. And that's what happened, and that's what I see every day. So I've started so many investigations in the hotel, like, okay, the plate number and the car and everything, but you know what, I've never been able to do anything really for these people. I've never been able to help them. I've never been able to give them their money back, and I've never been able to punish these bad guys, you know. So I said, okay, I cannot do anything there, but maybe I could make a video where I tell you, future Chilean tourists, about these things. Maybe if you're aware of these things happening in Chile, you will be able to avoid them. It happens to everyone, all nationalities. It happens, you know, and you're not stupid. No, it's just that these guys are super creative, they're super smart, and I'm sure that if they do something good with their life, they're going to be really successful. But they decide to rob people. So Argentinians, Brazilians, English people mostly, those are the ones who come to our country the most. I'm gonna tell you about situations that I've seen so you can know them, so you can be aware of them, and you can see them in advance if it's ever gonna happen to you if you're here. So the first one is the airport, okay? Everyone gets to the airport, that's how you get to Chile. So when you're in the airport, we receive lots of cruises, mostly like, yeah, 100% of the people who come the cruise are English people, or yeah, Scottish, Irish, and they tend to be old people, people who go on cruises. And this is how it happens. They come from England with everything is booked. The agency books everything. So there's a transfer that you should take. So it says like, okay, we're meeting in front, everything is true. The agency, it's called Holiday TAXIS, and they meet in front of, no, in Apex, which I don't know what it is. It must be like a stand of something in the airport. That's where they meet. So these really smart but bad people go there because they know that's where the tourists are going to come. They see them like a bit confused trying to find their taxi, and they approach them and they simply go and they say, hi, can I help you with something? Are you looking for your taxi? And they're gonna say, don't worry, do you want to ring the agency? I'm gonna lend you my phone. They lend you their phone. You call. Probably they speak Spanish. You give it to them, or you speak. I don't know how it works. But the thing is that the agency says, we're really sorry. We waited for you. You were not there. We left. This is what we're going to do. Just take another taxi and we're going to give you the money back. Okay? And they say, wonderful. And this guy, surprisingly, is a taxi. Wow, what a coincidence. And you go with this guy. That's the first bad thing. They never call the agency. They never did. They call their custom probably, who is also part of the, yeah, gang. I don't know. So you go with this guy and he charged 15,000 Chilean pesos, which is nothing for, yeah, to go to the airport. It's fine. But then you stop in a cashier in an ATM, and this is what happened today. That's why I'm making this video, because I'm so pissed off of what happened today and I'm telling a true story. And then he says, I'm gonna help you because you don't know much about the currency here in Chile. Yeah, I'm gonna help you. And he takes the money, but instead of taking 15,000 Chilean pesos, he takes 150, which is about $300. It's a lot of money. When he got to the hotel, because we checked in the cameras, he took the plaque so you couldn't see the numbers. Like, these are real criminals, you know? So, okay, that's the thing. With two things. You don't know about the currency, so probably they're gonna trick you with the notes. Second, they have this plan in the airport, you know? So don't go with anyone who is not your agency. Don't take like those strange guys. I know that it's our tendency as humans to think that people are good and they want to help us and they will help us, but I'm sure that 80% of that people who are offering their help, they're not good people. They're just people nowadays. We're so centered in our life that we're not offering help to others. I'm so sorry, that's how it goes, you know? And maybe, yeah, it was a nice person who wanted to help me, but you don't know, so don't accept their help. Don't accept their phone to call somebody. Okay, another story that it's very common, it's that taximeters, that little machine taxis have in their car, it's not working properly. They change it. I don't know what they do, you know? They're like computer technicians as well. They're so smart now, and they change these things and it goes faster. So that's not the real price you should pay. That's way more. Another thing they do is, you don't know the streets. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how long it takes. So you're gonna go around Santiago, which is a huge city, and you're gonna pay a lot of money. Like a tour, but it's not a tour. No, it's not. They're not doing a tour around Santiago. You just wanna go to your hotel because you're tired. And that's what happens. Also, what is very common, it's called in Spanish, cambiazo, like the changing. So let's say it's 20,000 Chilean pesos, and you give them the note of 20,000, and they're so fast because they're also magicians, and they change it to a 2,000 so note, and they're gonna say, hey, sorry, you give me a 2,000 note, like, give me the rest of the money. And that's what happens. Another thing that's really common, they're gonna stop. They won't, most of the time, they won't stop in front of the hotel. You as a client should always ask them to stop in front of the hotel, not at the corner. You know why they do this? Because they know that all hotels have cameras and you can see the plate number. So basically, these are the things. Okay, I told you all these horrific stories, but I don't want to make you afraid or make you not want to come to Chile. I'm gonna give you the solutions now. You're coming to Chile, you need a taxi. For sure, you will need a taxi when you're here. What should you do? Get the taxis from the airport. Don't start haggling prices. No, go to the counter. Maybe you will pay a bit more, it's true, but they're safe. You know, those are the taxis you should take. The ones that pay to be in the airport, the ones that have a stand there. Second, in the airport, you've got a thing called Transvip. Transvip, those are the official transfers of the airport. Go to those ones, okay? Second, if you're in a hotel, in a big one, like let's say a over 3 stars, they're probably gonna have their own taxis, and you can even charge them to the room. It's so easy. It is true, they will be a bit more expensive, like ours. They are a bit more expensive there than what it should be. But you're never gonna get robbed because they work with fixed rates. So you know in advance how much the taxi is gonna be. Then, let's say you are in the street, okay? You are in the street and you really need a taxi. It's an emergency, you don't have a phone, you cannot call the hotel. So, okay, take the taxi from the street. And if there's anything strange, anything, well, first of all, they need to drop you in front of the hotel. Second, if there's anything strange, you think the price is not right, you think the guy is suspicious, I don't know, just tell them, oh God, I have no money, let me go and change to the front desk. If they say, I change, you just say, no, don't worry, they're gonna give me some money in the front desk, I'm gonna change. And you tell the receptionist, me, you tell the receptionist how much money they're asking for, and the receptionist is gonna know if they're stealing you. I mean, if it's true or not, it's the right price of not or not, and let the reception deal with the taxi driver. That's what I tell people who come to the hotel. Just let me deal with them. Bring me those liars. I want to talk to them, and I want to see if they're gonna give me that price, because I'm Chilean and I know how much I should pay. Those are my advices. But the best advice I'm gonna give you, the best one, and please put it in your head, before you travel to Chile, download the app Uber. It's very popular in Chile, we use it a lot, and it's gonna be the best way for you to move around the city. But you need to do it before you get to Chile, because you need a number, and you're not gonna be able to have your number and receive a message here in Chile, most probable. So do it in advance, come to Chile, don't be afraid. We're wonderful people with some bad guys. Be aware of them. That's what I'm trying to do here. Chile is not a dangerous country. They're really safe neighborhoods and very beautiful ones. And also in the most crowded areas, you will find some danger, but mostly pickpocketers and things like that. You're not gonna see a gun in front of your face, you're not gonna get killed, you're not gonna get raped, and you won't get kidnapped, okay? It's not that type of country, but we have a lot of people who take advantage of tourists, and please be aware of that, because it's so sad that you have a wrong image of our country just because of these guys. That's so wrong. And I know that most people who travel to Chile, to be honest, they're kind of old, I have to say. Mostly the ones who take taxis, let's say, that come to cruises. They probably don't watch YouTube. So please, if you have a grandma, if you have your mom, your dad who are planning a trip here, just let them know these things, show them the video, or just tell them about these things so they can know and they won't be one more victim of these guys, okay? And Chilean people, just if we see something wrong, if we see that somebody is taking advantage of others, of tourists, just say something, you know? Just send a message in Facebook, take the guy a picture and just post it. I don't know, but let's not be just witnesses of these situations and not do anything, okay? Traveling, it's supposed to be wonderful. Traveling makes us bigger. Traveling, I love traveling, basically, and it shouldn't be a bad experience, okay? And it's our job as hosts and as tourists when we travel to traveling. It's all about growing as a person, getting to know different cultures, experiencing new places and new people, and it should never be a bad experience like this one's, okay? So I wish next time I can talk about something happier and about something more interesting that just these things. And if you're coming to Chile, I wish you the best. It's a wonderful country. Please go to Torres del Paine. It's my favorite place, and just enjoy it. It's a beautiful country at the end of the world. Kisses.